Oh, welcome back to the channel, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to the channel. So the title of this video is "Things Getting Tough." Well, disclaimer: this video is for entertainment purposes only. I touched on. I've got a video or videos on how to become one with yourself, but I'm going to shorten it down because I felt that it was a bit too ranty. So I've rewrote it, rethought about it. So things getting tough. Breathe. Remember that you're not on your own. Just remember you're not on your own. And if things are getting really tough, take a walk into nature. Taking a walk into nature and making an effort to go out into nature. Like, it's all good if you. It's one thing saying living in a I'm speaking from experience. Speak it like living in a city and living in a large populated area. Yeah, there's going to be woodlands and stuff. They're not the same. It's not the same as going into the middle of buttfuck nowhere and walking trails and going into really old woodlands. I'm in a really old woodland. I don't even know how old this woodland is, but there's trees in here that make me feel like a spring chicken. And that's the whole point. Like, these are like, there's really old woodlands when you take yourself way out into the middle of nowhere. They places are the best places to recenter yourself. Grounding. It's very hard to do this kind of thing in a highly populated area with woodlands. It doesn't work. No matter, like, I'm not going to be the type of person that be like, oh, if you've got a local woodland, go there and do this. No, nah. Like, this, it really works where you've got to take yourself out into the countryside. It doesn't work in highly populated areas and stuff because it's not the same. It really isn't the same. It really isn't. So taking a walk into nature really does help, and I mean like taking a walk into nature, like going finding a place in the middle of nowhere that's got a woodland, and pretty much just get yourself borderline lost, but always remember the way back. So if there's a trail or anything, try and follow the trail and not venture too far off the trail, but take yourself to a wee secluded bit. And yeah. And also sit at night, burn a couple of candles, sit with the pure light of candles, turn the man-made lights off, electricity lights. They can muck with the eyes and your senses and stuff. Sit with candlelight. I do. I sit with candles and stuff. I sit with candles every night. It's my highest expenditure is buying candles. I don't mind because it's so beneficial. And I also burn incense as well, like a musk or opium fragrance, like a musky fragrance. That helps as well. That calms the. Now you hear people talking about this, and some people could be like, it's just saying that. No, like, I'm being specific when I say this. It's like, go for a musk or opium. So my favourite is like Himalayan musk, jasmine musk, opium, nagchampa. That's the incense sticks, and then I've got incense cones, which I use dragon's blood and sandalwood, and I burn. Sometimes I'll have scented candles, sometimes I'll just have plain candles, but I'll still burn the incense, and that puts you into like it really does center yourself. It really does work. It calms in here a lot. and it calms the head from running at 100 miles an hour. And also using a protective barrier. Now people will say the 2 meters with the ball of light. No, that will drain your energy. All right, anyone that recommends to put yourself in a ball of light and go 2 meters out, it will drain your energy. I always say just keep it. So you'll see my arm. Now my protective barrier comes here. I don't have it going out further. When you start going out further, it takes more energy and it drains your energy. Anyone that recommends that, try not to do it that way. It will literally drain your energy. Don't fall victim to it. Don't. I did, and I was always wondering why I was more tired, because I had this big massive ball of light around. It doesn't work when it's 2 meters out, because you're just constantly draining your energy. So I shortened it, so I'll only go to about here. So that's where the barrier goes. It's very close, because I'm able to hold it a lot longer, and I don't feel as drained. And that's quite good for watching, if you're watching paranormal things, because there is some paranormal channels on YouTube where, like, you don't know what you're going to get. So it's best to sit with candles, some incense, and a wee protective barrier around yourself. You don't have to go overboard. That's the thing. People want it to be, 2 meters, big massive ball of light. You're just putting yourself out there like a pollution beacon. There is things out there. If you have a 2 meter barrier, you will attract more negativity than anything, because there is other things out there that will be like, and you'll get drawn. Now, I keep it very, very close for a reason, because I'm able to hold it a lot longer, because this is something that you need to hold, being able to maintain it. And that's where people get caught up. They've got amazing intentions. Everybody should have a protective barrier, a ball of light around them, and being at one with the light, becoming one with the light. The light is like, I can't emphasize it enough. I am at one with the light is at one with me. Now people think that's taken from a movie, and not. It's not taken from any kind of movie whatsoever. There's hieroglyphs in a tomb, and the hieroglyphs decipher that in English what I've just stated. There's hieroglyphs that state that I am at one with the light is at one with me. And if you want to know which one that is, Ra, the first dynasty, the one that ruled for 1,000 years. They'll say that his tomb's never been found, but his tomb has been found. And that's what they found in the hieroglyphs above, exactly where his body was laid to rest. That's the hieroglyphs that were up above it, exactly above his head. I am at one with the light is at one with me. Now anyone, and it works. That's the thing. Now people will think, if you're watching this, you'll probably think, no, like a protective barrier that doesn't go too far out, so it's here. Going for the 2 meter thing, that'll drain your energy like mad. I'm speaking from experience. I asked for spiritual guidance when I was younger, and the person told me to do a 2 meter ball of light, and I always wondered why. I was drained. I was more drained when I had that protective barrier up at 2 meters. And then I was wondering why there were certain people that were acting a certain way and stuff, because I'm bursting a big ball of light walking through a large crowd. Keep it close, especially when you're in crowded areas. Keep it close, because the further out you go, you're also protecting they people as well, which means you'll end up picking up on their feelings, their vibes, their intentions, because when you're spiritually attuned, I avoid large crowded areas, because I can pick up on people's intent. I can sense their I can sense intentions. I can sense if the person's having a good day or a really bad day or going through a horrific time in their life. I pick up on that, and there's been occasions where I've just went up to a random person and hugged them because I just felt that that person just needed a complete stranger just to go up and hug them and be like, "Here, are you all right?" And then when they sort of look at you and they've got like they're holding back the tears, and it's like, look, like you're all right, like whatever you're going through, it's only temporary. And people can say, "Oh, you're this and that." I don't really care. I'm just a very caring person. If I'm walking somewhere and I see someone that looks like I'll sense that if they're going through a bad time in their life, I'll speak. I'll just go up to them, give them a hug, and be like, "Everything will be okay." Why? Because I've had it done to me a couple of times. I've had a random person just come up to me and hug me and just go, "It'll be okay." That was mainly when, around the time of my dad passing, that was quite hard because there was things that I needed his. There's been times where I've needed his advice and help and things, and yeah, that having a random person just come up to you and go, "Everything will be okay." And there's no harm in doing that. There's not enough of that nowadays. Everybody's so self-centered, and that's the other reason why I don't go to crowded into large populated areas, because you just totally sense that everyone's just too self-centered. But that's enough of that rant. So continuing on with the meditation side and becoming at one, because this is also becoming at one with yourself. Use lavender essential oil. So if you've got a wee fragrance bottle, one that sprays, you put water in and put six to 7 drops in. Make it quite strong, so when you do go, it really helps. And spray it on your pillows. It calms the body. It calms the body, mind, and soul. It calms. It has to be essential oil. It can't be already pre-diluted and then you're putting it into water. It doesn't work the same. Pure essential oil and putting 3 drops, well, 3 to 5 drops. I work on 6. I put 6 drops in because my spray fragrance is about that size of bottle. So, and I put 6 drops in. It's quite potent, but it works. Sorry, I need to hear. No, there's movement. There's something walking behind me. That was me. I think there's something behind me. That's all. I do apologise. Sorry for that blinding light there into the camera. I do apologise. So yeah, using that to calm the body and soul. So when you do that, so it's like this is a like going asking yourself in the mirror, like who am I, and becoming one with yourself. Like these are other wee tips. So that's like day one. Like, and go for a bath. Use lavender essential oil in a bath. That helps. It really does calm the muscles and the aches, some aches and pains as well. It really does help. It's very underrated actually. And using so if you use sort of like bath salts, don't be scared to open up the bag and add essential oil lavender, but it has to be essential oil lavender. It can't be pre-mixed like a fragrance oil lavender. It doesn't do the same because it's already been diluted. It has to be pure. So if you've got pure essential oil lavender and you've got a bag of bath salts, put lavender in it, unless or you can get ones that have got lavender, but don't be scared to add a wee bit of extra essential lavender to it. It rejuvenates it, and give it a shake. It really does help. And burning a couple of candles in the bath as well, and putting some meditative music on. Now I listen to a lot of pagan music when I do that. So I listen to like a lot of Wardrana, Danheim, Scald, and a whole load of others. I've got a massive playlist of all that, and that's what I listen to when I go for a meditative bath. I also listen to Native American pan flute and a whole load of other things. So day 2, when you wake up in the morning, record your dream. Write down what your night experience was like. Write it down, and then go for another walk into nature, and also write down your experience on a second day for taking a walk out into nature. How does that experience compare to the first one? Because you'll get different experiences. Write it down, regardless of the weather as well. Write all them down, and regardless of the weather, do it, as it rewards your soul. Like the soul will be more grateful, in your conscience and your subconscious. Your body, like you will feel better because you've challenged yourself. It's why I come out on. It's why I do these videos in the witching hour and on full moons and different phases of the moon and stuff. There's reasons for it, because I'm challenging myself. It's rewarding. I get encounters at the same time. I get weird things because I'm in the middle of a woodland, in the middle of buckfuck nowhere, literally. So all the other videos where I'm in woodlands and stuff, they're in the middle of nowhere, literally. They're like literally in the middle of nowhere. There's a couple of them that have walking trails, but there's a wee woodland that's even a wee bit further out, and it's off the beaten track. I'm further along that in a completely other wood that's well off the beaten track. And these sort of things are rewarding because you just never know what you're going to encounter. You never know what's going to happen. I've heard a few things. I've been hearing there's not any farm animals around. The only loud thing in here is me. And I'm probably attracting, because it is a full moon, so I'm attracting probably energy or whatever. Ancestors or whoever. So when you've done that, after day 2, you should actually start to feel grounded. And don't be scared to go for another bath. Like, because you need to really, because this all helps reground and re-cleanse the soul. Like, especially at the moment, because things are tough. Like, it's tough. Like, I'm speaking from experience. This is doing what I've just explained there. Like, I can't emphasize it enough. Like, every night I spray lavender and I burn sandalwood or a fragrance or opium before I go to bed at night. I also do a workout session before going to bed as well. And if everything to help keep the body in a relaxed state, because it is tough. And that's basically the shortened version of becoming one with yourself. But again, I can't emphasize, like I stated in the other video, like the first video on this topic, like don't do it if you've got work the next day. Like, I highly recommend do not do it if you've got work the next day. Going to work and you truly want to become one with yourself, the two don't mix. Believe me, I'm speaking from experience. Because becoming one with yourself lets you become one with the light, which makes you become one with divine. Like, it's a process. Like I stated in the first one, in the first version of this, but this is a shortened version. Like, I highly recommend that you take a week off of work, but not everybody can do that. So it's like 2 days. If you work Monday to Friday night, start the process. Sunday, you'll start to feel the benefits, and then you'll be ready for work on Monday. And if you've got pets, taking them on this experience into a woodland in the middle of nowhere helps. It really does help. I don't have a pet, but if I did, if I had a pet dog, the pet dog would be here with me, 100%. The amount of walking I do, it would probably help with some of the spiritual encounters as well. I know there would be a couple of times where if I had a pet dog, the dog would have been acting a bit strange, put it that way. I've had proper encounters. And sometimes I get challenged like that because I am at one with the light. Like I said, there's spiritual things out there that see you as a challenge when you become one with the light. Becoming one with yourself, everybody should become one with become one with yourself. And just on another stage of that, like where I become one with the light, which also makes you become one with the universe. Like, you become at one with it. And sometimes things will see you as a challenge when you do that, and that's where it separates. You'll know. That's probably the best way. I do apologise. I need to get another device out because I just seen a light I'm in a woodland in the middle of nowhere, and I've just seen another light in here with me. Just seeing if it'll show up. No. I'm going to let this one go, but I'm going to keep this one running because you never know what will happen. But I need to check. I need to go check something. I've just seen a light in this wood, and I'm literally in a wood in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. Welcome back to the channel, brothers and sisters, welcome back. I'm in a wood in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, and I've just, where the beam of light is, where my flashlight is, I've just seen a light, and I'm well off the beaten track, well off the beaten track. It's a particular time at night as well, which is just to state on camera, I have been hearing things behind me as well. So I was sitting here and I've been hearing things behind me. And it was foggy, and now the fog has lifted. I've just seen a light in the wood. And the light in the wood was down in that direction down there. Because where I was sitting, I can see it. And then I'm walking about, there's nothing. This one's just a wee short one. This one is a short one. Not going to be long, as you can see. here, and I'm going to go and finish the. I'm back, brothers and sisters. I'm back. Sorry about that. There's the video, just that video of what I just did there with the other recording device. It'll cut off, and just to explain, in that wee short video, the device actually starts going haywire. It's happened a few times. Where it tries to do things, and it's like, well, it won't work because it's disconnected from everything, but it tries to connect itself to things, and it's really strange because I've had to switch it off because it just keeps malfunctioning, and it's usually because I just heard so over in that direction in the short video you do hear a noise. That's what I've been hearing. I managed to actually get it, and then after I heard that noise of whatever it is, it's when the device started malfunctioning. So I'm going to get back onto becoming one with yourself in a shortened version. And that's basically using lavender essential oil in a wee spray bottle to put on your pillows helps a lot. Bath salts, but still using essential oil, lavender, mix it in, few drops, give the bag a shake. It rejuvenates because if you get one with lavender, you don't know how long it's been lying for, so it's easier. It's just best to top it up with a few drops. Definitely being tested tonight. That is 100% certainty. So using the lavender essential oil does help, and bath salts. Don't be scared to go for a bath. And just remember, it's your conscience, your subconscious will let you know when you go to bed. Because do that before going to bed, but don't do it if you've got work the next day. It won't work. It'll end badly. It's something to do over the weekend. I say it takes a wee bit longer, but things are tough and it helps. You don't even need to say, like, who am I? Just use the meditative side of it. Use the lavender spray in a wee, mix it with water, spray it on your pillows. Go for a bath. Use bath salts. Add essential. It has to be lavender essential oil. Burn some candles. Burn some incense. And you can use the techniques for when you watch paranormal stuff. It helps. Because the stuff I watch on some of the videos I watch and some of the content that I get, like, I don't have anything. And I've got skulls and a few other things. Like I've got two skulls. It's actually quite cool because I'll burn the incense cones through the skull, so it looks like the skull with the horns. It's got the smoke like cause the incense coming through both eyes. It's actually pretty cool. Some people would be like, "Oh, that's morbid." No, it's actually pretty cool because I burn a candle at the back of it as well, so you see the eyes, and then there's like the smoke coming, the incense coming out of the skull, which is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And a bath, I just use bath salts and essential oil lavender. So, like the bath salts have got lavender already in it, but I respice it up with essential oil lavender because you don't know how long it's been lying. Plus, salt's very absorbent, so it's good to just add some fresh lavender. And no boy, it can. Yeah, I come out of a bath if I use the bath salts with the lavender, and I just go to bed. I put something stupid on to fall asleep to, and I'm out. I'm out because my pillows have got lavender as well, and I've just came from a bath that's just totally intoxicating with lavender. It helps because you wake up the next day so refreshed and revitalized. You feel so grounded. Because when you're coming out and doing like when you're doing these sort of videos and content, like you have to use spiritual protection, but you also have to reground yourself as well. Because there's been a few times where I've had I can't emphasize enough. Like I've had things thrown at me. It's not a human, it's something. Something's thrown some things at me. I've had it a few times because they crash in through the because it's not steps. It's actually something being thrown at me. I've had a few rocks thrown at me. I've had a few. But it doesn't put me off because I'm out. I'm out right now. I'm in literally in it. And I wouldn't have it any other way. And some people would be like, "Oh, you're over dramatizing." No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I am not. There's a reason why I've not done an overnight camping, an overnight stay in a woodland in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. There's a reason why I've not done one. I've not done another one because the plan was to do another one, but like I had my leg was yanked when I was sleeping, and I'm not putting myself into that situation again. That took me back to when I was younger, when I was when I around about within the first couple of months of moving in with my dad. I had a spirit, like even my dad had a similar spiritual encounter. Like I got yanked off of my bed and I was on a cabin bed, so the cabin bed was up high, I got yanked off. Wasn't my dad. It's just black shape, something black, pure black, just bang. All my dad heard was me banged on the floor. And I took myself to burn. Like I went into the kitchen to burn a candle because the pure light can be protection. And I didn't even make it to the kitchen to get a candle. That's when I got punched in the sternum, and I went flying. It's the first time I've ever been hit by something, and I actually felt like I was Superman because I was literally flying through the air, and then my dad followed, and my dad wasn't a small guy. Like I'm not a small person, and I'm not a light person either. I've always been quite a stocky built guy. My dad was a bit broader than I am. Uh, my early my like before he had a couple of accidents, and uh, he couldn't do the exercising. But when I was like before 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 I was in before I was a teenager, before he had a couple of accidents, like my dad was a pretty fit person, like a bit similar to myself. Like my dad was the same. I can remember my dad being the same shape as me, and then like he had a couple. There was a couple of accidents, and one of the accidents was actually a spiritual thing, which was really weird because that all happened within the first few months of me moving in with my dad. That's in case he's standing here listening to what I'm talking about. I'm just letting him know that I remember that. I remember that. They were proper hardcore spiritual encounters. Never had anything like it, and I don't intend to have anything like it. Because if anything like that was to happen in here, well, uh, it would be a case of I'm not getting out yet, because there's branches that have got sharp points and stuff, and I'm not. It'll never happen anyway because I have I have spiritual protection now. So I find it quite funny because I've been hit off humans off and on my whole life, and nothing will come close. Nothing will ever come close to when I got punched in the sternum, because I had the bottom part of my rib cage was fractured for a while, which made doing PE in high school quite interesting. But I had every reason not to participate, but I didn't let it beat me. I used to have to hide in the changing room because for a while I had a massive black bruise there, jet black. My dad had the same as well. He had a massive jet black bruise because this is the sternum, solar plexus. He had a massive bruise like me. My advantage is when I was like, even when I was 13, I had hairs there, so I could. It was partly hidden with the hairs, which was pretty cool. I used to get picked on quite a lot for that. I used to get picked on quite a lot for being quite hairy because when I was 13, I was quite hairy. Even hairier now on my chest. It's like almost like Monkey Man. is even more now because I take vitamins, multivitamins, and magnesium tablets, omega-3 tablets, and testosterone tablets. And I also do creatine, protein. I do two creatine shakes a day, 2 protein shakes a day, and I take one tablet of each. I take 4 tablets in total, and I feel absolutely alive. It's the most alive I've ever been. I feel I'm grounded because I do spirit, like I ground myself, meditation. I go for massive walks out into the middle of nowhere. I've recorded a lot of the experiences, but I don't record absolutely everything. There's been days I've came out here and I've had proper divine experiences. I've had dreams to go for a big walk out into the middle of nowhere, and I come away from it totally enlightened. When I say I'm at one with the light, like I truly am. Like I am at one with the light. I'm a totally different person over the past it's been the past 3 years. Totally different person. Totally different. Anyway, I highly recommend even burning incense and burning candles. I highly recommend it. It does work. It helps for meditation. It helps a lot. Helps ground you. Particular fragrances, try keep it to a musk, opium, sandalwood. Sandalwood essential oil is pretty good as well. If you mix it into a spray bottle, it can be good for a cologne. Sandalwood. I use sandalwood or patchouli. I also have another one with frankincense as well, and I also use myrrh as well, which is a fragrance. They're quite potent. I used the frankincense and myrrh today before coming out and doing this, so I'm proper spiritually switched on and grounded at the same time. And when I go back, when I do eventually get home, I'll be burning candles, burning some incense, and reprogramming. I did the spraying of the lavender just to it helps stops in here running at 100 miles an hour. It does work and it does help. Anyway, just remember, becoming one with yourself, there's no harm in it. There's no harm in it whatsoever, because you can take it to next levels as well. I already have videos on that, to become truly one with yourself. These are just like at the weekend, because things are tough at the moment. Like if I'm finding it tough, I can assure you other people are finding it way harder. I'm finding what's happening in the ether and stuff is pretty wild at the moment. It's pretty wild. That's the way the ether is the way it's the way, like I'm in a woodland I've never been in at night time before, and especially on a full moon, and I've had some really strange encounters in here, and it's a woodland that I would never expected to be haunted ever, because it's literally in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. I can't emphasize that enough. I'm not in the wee woodlands that are like only a few miles out. Like this is like This was a proper night expedition. It's no for the faint-hearted. Which is why I can't emphasize enough, if things were to go sideways, I'm not just fucked, I'm royally fucked. But it's called living. This is me living. I love this. I love doing this. I've not done this sort of thing for a long time. I got back into it at the beginning of this year, and it huh. Anyway, don't be scared to just use meditative stuff. Lavender, musk incense, opium incense, sandalwood cones, dragon's blood cones. There's even Tibetan healing incense that's really earthy. That if you've got blocked sinuses, Tibetan healing incense can do that. Can help with that. If you get sore heads and migraines, the Tibetan healing incense takes that. Takes the pressure off, because they use it, like the Tibetan monks use it for high altitude. That's what when you see Tibetan Shaolin monks and they've got the incense, it's Tibetan incense. It's really earthy. It helps block it on, keeps. It's actually really, really good for, I use it, I burn it before coming out, before I do these. Because you only need they come in long sticks, but you just need a wee bit. You don't need to use a full stick. Anyway, they're my hints and tips if things are tough. So you got to look after your body. And multivitamins at this time of year helps. Omega-3, magnesium tablets. You don't have to do the testosterone tablets, but I do. I take creatine. I take protein as well. And I also eat quite healthily as well on top of that. And I've been doing it now for 3 years straight now. And I do my own workout I do my own workout routine as well. It all helps. And then I go for massive long walks. I've recorded a few of them, but not all of it. I've had some unrecorded experiences. I've recorded a few wild experiences, but ones when I've not had when I've not had the cam recorder recording, I've had some because I've recorded them through the day as well. I've been walking randomly talking about things, and then all of a sudden I'll see something I'll see it at the corner of my eye, and then I turn and it's still standing there in full vision. The videos are there. I'm no lying when I say that. There's been a few people I've left really some. I know I shouldn't do it, but I've had a few nasty comments. But I knew I was going to get that anyway, because when you're doing what I'm doing, you're going to get that anyway, and then you're going to attract the people that are a bit out there. I'm already out there, but I'm out there in a nice. I'm doing it to help. If I can, if this helps one person, it's job. That's the whole point. If you get never tried that before, I'll give it a try, and you're like, you give it a try and it works. That's the whole point. There's been a few back when I was younger. I learnt this a bit later in life, and I could have done with this when I was younger. Instead, they were trying to force feed they were trying to force feed something else entirely. And it's just started raining. Anyway, as you can see, it is it's raining. Well, interesting. I'm going to record going back down because I'm going to have to do these videos. I've left some content for another time. I'm going to have to try them out. I'll try the notes out. That'll be a daytime video. I'll come out in the daytime because I'm going to record the experience going back down. I'm hoping it's just a passing shower, but that's cue for that's cue for you need to move on now. How strange. It's now stopped raining. I'm just having a quick look. I need to dry off there is other I'll probably get to a sheltered bit a bit later on. If I can find a sheltered bit, I'll do. There is still another 2 videos, and this is actually the longest one I've done for a long time. So I'm going to end this one here, brothers and sisters. Come join me on the walk back down. Stay safe, stay blessed, God bless. I hope in the tips that I've given in this video, they really do work. It's worth a try. If you've never tried it before, it's worth a try. Things are tough. If I'm finding it tough, I can assure you, you're probably finding it tough as well. These are ways, these are the things I use to help, and it works. And going for a walk out into nature, try and fit time for a walk into nature at least once a week. It really does help. It really does. A walk into nature didn't harm anyone. Our ancestors used to do it. With most of throughout humanity's history, we've had to go for walks in the woods, and it's beneficial for the mind, body and soul. Believe me, if you feel it's more rewarding, plus you get nature encounters that are out of this world. I've had some amazing nature encounters. Birds of prey, coming across a woodland that's got ravens, getting super close to wild deer. These are not the deer that you get if you live in an urban area. Like, these are proper out in the boondocks, proper wild deer. Now, you have to be fully at one with the light to get super close to them. And when I say I'm in close range, I'm within 10, 15 feet. No further than that. That's how close I am. The camera makes it look like it's further, but I'm not. It's like literally 10 to 15 feet away. I can get super close to these deer. Because I mean, no harm. I don't come out with the intent to encounter anything or anything like that. What happens. There's certain times I'll record it, and there's times I'll go out when I'm doing my own meditation and grounding and stuff. I'm not recording it. That's personal. I like to do urban legends and coming out on full moons and just seeing what the crack is, basically. Just seeing what's happening. Coming out into a woodland in the middle of nowhere and just basically coming into the woodland going, what's happening? What's the crack? And at that, yeah, I'm gonna jump on and do a recording, because things are starting to get interesting. Come join me on the next one, brothers and sisters. This is I'll only record if things happen, because these free videos are really long, especially this one. This one's over an hour. I've not done one of these for a long time. So if you've reached this point in the video, thank you for watching. I truly mean that. Thank you for watching. The hints and tips in this, if it's helped, then that's the whole point. Stay blessed. God bless. Come join me on the next one. The next one I'm probably encountering something weird and wonderful. Till then, stay safe, stay blessed, God bless. Thank you.